Bitch, I'm a beast.
Pop my shit. Yeah, I'm pop my shit. Nigga been having, you ain't got it like this. Young nigga be hating, you ain't got it like this. Pop my shit.
He'd been given every advantage in the world, far beyond most kids born in the ghetto. But he still feels like he's been somehow cheated or robbed by me. It's a scenario I never imagined I'd find myself in with my firstborn child. But here we are. Entitlement creates resentment. There have been a lot of disappointing moments in my relationship with Marquise over the past few years. But the lowest was when I saw him post a picture of himself with Kyle McGriff, the son of Kenneth Supreme McGriff. Without rehashing too much bad history, Kenneth McGriff was one of the biggest drug dealers in Queens, and the man the authorities believe was behind the attempt on my life. So by posing with his son, Marquise was basically co-signing an individual who might have tried to have his father killed. I had known Marquise resented me for a while, but I never imagined he would hate me so much that he'd allow himself to be used as a prop by my enemy. Someone recently sent me a quote from Benjamin Franklin that really resonated with me. Franklin's son had sided with the British in the Revolutionary War, despite the fact that his father was one of the leaders of the revolution. It messed with Ben Franklin for the rest of his life. He wrote, "Nothing has ever hurt me so much and affected me with such keen sensation as to find myself deserted in my old age by my only son, and not only deserted, but to find him taking up arms against me, and a cause wherein my good fame, fortune, and life were all at stake."
Zia, it's your boy Trappuccino, and you are now market trapping. Yeah, look, check this out. Finna holler at you about this situation with 50 and his son over them finances, man. He say $6,700 a month wasn't enough for child support when he was coming up. I think he like 23, 24, something like that, maybe older, 25 the most. But look, this is first child. But what he isn't telling y'all is 50 had set up a business and everything for him. Early on, he didn't follow up on it. He one of them privileged ones. And his mom, the baby mother, she enabled him to feel that way. Like, your daddy rich, your daddy done made it, so you really ain't gotta work for nothing. But check this out. This is the point I'm trying to make. $6,700 a month. I just told you in a video that $250 a month in the S&P 500 over a 30-year time, you a millionaire if you do it right. 900,000 to 1.4 million. And I did some calculation on the $6,700 a month for 18 years in child support. That's almost $1.5 million. So if they would have took 250 of that $6,700 a month for 18 years straight, would have been straight off that. But look, I'm gonna let 50 tell y'all better than I'm telling y'all. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna converse about it. I'm gonna see how y'all feel. Check this out.
The guy jumped at my offer. Suddenly, I was the new owner of a couple hundred pairs of Nikes. I hatched a plan. Marquise was in Atlanta, where I knew storage space was cheap. I would ship the sneakers down to him, where he could put them in a warehouse. Instead of opening up a brick-and-mortar shop, which would have taken a lot of investment and depended on foot traffic, he could set up an internet site selling sneakers, what is referred to as direct-to-consumer sales. All it would require would be for him to run the site and maybe hire a friend to manage the warehouse side of things. The idea felt like a winner. As soon as I left the shop, I called up my son. "Yo, Marquise, you know how you always been fascinated with shoes?" I asked. "Well, I just figured out a way you can afford them yourself and start to earn a little money of your own, too." I broke down the whole plan for him. I explained how it was a great opportunity that would not only support his passion, but allow him to get a nuts and bolts understanding of how business works. "This is a layup," I told him. "Not too many stores get to start off with free inventory. You could really do something with this. If you're truly passionate about sneakers, this is the time to show it." Marquise said all the right things on the phone, how excited he was and how it sounded like a great opportunity. So I had the shoes shipped down to Atlanta. Then I never heard from him about it again. Weeks, then months passed. Finally, one day, his mother called me and announced that she and Marquise been talking. Instead of an online sneaker store, they wanted to open a clothing boutique in Atlanta. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. The plan I envisioned didn't include her. I wanted our son to learn how to be responsible for himself. By injecting herself into the mix, she was just trying to keep him a boy a little longer. I still wanted Marquise to get some experience, so I said, sure, let me know when you guys want to do something. But of course, their boutique never went anywhere. And the online sneaker shop didn't either.
Okay. Now, y'all see how this going already, man. He told him about the business. He goes and yap to mama. Mama want to get in on it. Screw that plan. Let's do this plan. Mess everything up. Nothing gets done. Man, check this next part out.
When it comes to Marquise's approach with dealing with wanting something, the apple fell from the tree and kept rolling and rolling. Sure, Marquise never following up on the sneakers might seem like a small thing, the type of irresponsibility and lack of initiative teenagers and young adults display all the time, but it was a huge disappointment to me. Forget about being able to afford his personal sneaker collection. That online store could have ended up making us both a killing. We had that conversation years ago. Since then, online sneaker sites have become incredibly lucrative. GOAT.com is valued at $550 million, while StockX.com has a $1 billion valuation. If Marquise had followed through on what we talked about, he could have been included in that conversation. He could be independently rich. Shit, he might be in a position to tell me to go fuck myself and my money if that's what he wanted to do. I'm sure when Marquise reads about GOAT or StockX, deep down he probably realizes I was right. Maybe he says, why did I not listen to my father and start that fucking online shop? Or maybe he can't bring himself to say that. I don't think he's accepted that no matter all our ups and downs, I still have his best interests at heart. There's nothing that would make me feel better than to see him blossom. No Grammy, no Emmy, no picture on the cover of Forbes would mean more to me than seeing my son turn into the person I believe he can be.
So yeah, man, what y'all think about that? Pops, who is 50, sets up the business for his son early on. Son doesn't follow up, don't want to do nothing, don't want to work. Mom feel like daddy done made it, so you don't gotta work. He let somebody else come along with the same idea, blow up, take over, StockX, GOAT. They doing their thing with the sneakers. Possibly could have been his first, like he said, multi-million-dollar business coming out the gate. So look, that's a lesson to y'all, man. Take heed, bro. Invest. Take advice from the people who did it already. Don't be lazy. And go get this money, man. Zia.
Bitch, I'm a beast.
Pop my shit. Yeah, I'm pop my shit. Nigga been having, you ain't got it like this. Young nigga be hating, you ain't got it like this. Pop my shit. Pop my shit. $2,000 on kid. Yeah, I just flooded my car.